Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Babagbagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Buhari orders immediate rescue of 5 babies abducted from Anambra Hospital. Over 50,000 Nigerian women die every year during childbirth. FG. Fuel scarcity, marketers habitually target Unitide to make ungodly profits. And the headline for the foreign story: U.S. Secretary General Guterres calls on Nigerian government to investigate Army's acts. And on sports, Argentina beats Netherlands to qualify for semi-finals. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari tasked security agencies to immediately rescue 5 babies who were abducted in a hospital in Anambra. The kidnappers were said to have stormed Stanley Hospital in Mpologo, where they picked the newborns and swooned off. Mr. Buhari, via a statement by his media aide Garba Shehu on Friday, expressed shock over the incident. He directed that the rising crime rate in the areas be reduced without any delay. Security at hospitals must be foolproof to that attack of this nature do not happen again, Mr. Buhari was quoted as saying. Moving on to the next story. The Minister of Health, Osagie Ehanere, has reiterated the government's commitment to responding to public health emergencies as more than 50,000 women die during childbirth in Nigeria. We are losing up to 50,000 women every year in childbirth, and that is a huge emergency. We are losing over 900,000 children every year, Mr. Ehanere said at the inauguration of the first batch of correspondents in Abuja on Friday. He added, according to report, we have 6,000 people killed in road traffic accidents every year and 17,000 from accidents who are maimed and permanently disabled every year. All of these are serious emergencies. At the graduation ceremony of the 82 correspondents in Abuja on Friday, Mr. Ehanere said at least 100 emergencies occur across Africa per week, causing damage to health and economic systems. He said the respondents would respond to emergencies within 24 hours to 48 hours of their occurrence. The correspondents were trained under the theme Capacity Building, Learning and Training to onboard the AVO-HC Threatening and Utilizing Response Groups for Emergencies SWOT team. According to Mr. Ehanere, public health emergencies are already running quietly in the country. Moving to the next story. Former lawmaker Senator Sheikh Hussaini has lamented that marketers of the premium motor spirits PMS also and always target the Christmas season to make profit via artificial scarcity of the product. Daily Post report that a long queue at fuel stations usually experienced during Unitide resurfaced in the last few days within the country. Despite the 48 hours ultimatum issued to the oil marketers by the Department of State Services DSS to make the product available to Nigerians, the queue is yet to ease off. Lamenting the incessant security during Unitide, the former lawmaker, in a tweet on his social media handle, backed the DSS for the move. He wrote, "It's sad that petroleum marketers habitually target Unitide season in order to make ungodly profit by making life hard for motorists and unbearable for the general public. The directives of the DSS to the marketers are in order." To the next story. The Human Rights Agenda Network, HRAN, has condemned what it described as the increasing state of insecurity and rising inflation in Nigeria. The human rights group, which made the condemnation in a press statement signed by its coordinator, Mashood Rihanna Drùg, on Saturday, said the situation violates the right to life and livelihood of the Nigerian people. The number of Nigerian people living in extreme poverty increases daily, with many facing their circumstances of lack of access to basic means of livelihood. The rights group urged Nigeria's authority to improve the security of lives and property of the citizens as the nation edges towards the 2023 general elections in February and March. There is a need for Nigerian government at federal and state levels to improve the security of lives and properties and provide the conducive atmosphere for the people to exercise their right to vote in the elections, the rights organization demanded. To the next story coming from Kaduna. Secondary school teachers newly recruited by the Kaduna state government say they will embark on a strike on Monday, December 12th, to protest their unpaid 7-month salaries. The teachers who were handed letters of offer of provisional appointment in July 2021 after Governor Nasir El-Rufai had sacked over 4,000 for failing a competency examination in a statement on Friday, said they had resolved to embark on a peaceful protest after all their efforts to get their salaries ended in vain. After we were handed our employment and appointment letter, we had to wait for over 2 months before we were deployed, the statement signed by the teachers said. Since our deployment, the government has not paid our salaries despite the high cost of living in the country is currently facing. We are breadwinners in our families. We have families and children who needs to be taken care of. Moving on to the next story. 5 persons are found dead on Saturday morning following attack by hoodlums enforcing Simon's Ekpa's 5-day sit-at-home order in the southeast. A viral video circulating online has showed yet to be identified 2 victims lying lifeless at the front of Enugu State University Teaching Hospital, Pipeline. Others were shot at the New Market area. A police car was also set ablaze within the same location. Eyewitness recounted that the gunmen, numbering over 10, stormed the area as early as 6 a.m. before shooting into the air to scare people off the streets. They are marching from one part of the state to another without resistance. Following the development, many residents have been forced indoors for fear of attack. And to the next story from Zamfara. The Zamfara State Police Command has repelled terrorist attack on 2 communities in the Zurmi and Shinkafi local government area, LGAs of the state. The Police Public Relations Officer, PRO Mohammed Shehu, made this known while parading suspect bandits collaborators on Saturdays in Gusau, Zamfara State capital. According to a statement, the police arrested 3 suspected bandit informants who allegedly collaborate with bandits to impose levies on some communities and divulge information on operational activities of security agencies to the terrorists. The command also arrested 6 suspected bandit collaborators who allegedly specialize in supplying hard drugs, including India M, to terrorists operating in the state. The suspected informants include Abubakar Idaho, 75, Kiawar Sungane village in Maru, LGA, and Al-Mustafa Dahiru, 69, of Yambuki village in Zurmi, LGA, both male. They were reportedly arrested by the police tactical operatives in connection with penetrating with bandits to impose levies on Kwair and Sungane and Yambuki village in Maru and Zurmi local government areas respectively in Zamfara state. Moving on to the foreign story. A controversial Reuters report on Wednesday noted that the Nigerian army ran a secret, systematic and illegal abortion program in the country's northeast since at least 2013. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on the Nigerian authorities to investigate allegations of systematic and coerced abortions allegedly perpetrated by the Nigerian army in the Boko Haram-ravaged northeast region. A controversial Reuters report on Wednesday noted that the Nigerian army ran a secret. The program, according to the report, involved terminating at least 10,000 pregnancies among women and girls, many of whom had been kidnapped and raped by Islamist militants. The report, according to Reuters, was based on dozens of witness accounts and documentation reviewed. The Defense Headquarters Abuja had tackled Reuters over the report, describing it as forceful and falsehood and blackmail by the foreign news outlet. Wickedness really runs in the veins of some people, and it usually runs deep in the veins of Reuters' team that connected such evil for interrogation. Going to the last story for the world news, a sports story. Argentina beat Netherlands in the penalty shootout in the early hours of Saturday dramatic 2-2 draw to reach the World Cup semi-finals. Dutch substitute Wadsworth scored 2 late goals, including a stoppage time leveler, after Argentina had led 2-0 through Noel Molina and Lionel Messi's penalty. Goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez was Argentina's hero in the shootout, serving 2 spot kicks as they won 4-3 on penalties. That ends the world news this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari orders immediate rescue of 5 babies abducted from Anambra Hospital. Over 50,000 Nigerian women die every year during Yuletide. I beg your pardon for me to take it again. Over 50,000 Nigerian women die every year during childbirth, FG declares. Fuel scarcity. Marketers habitually target Unitype to make ungodly profits. And on sports, Argentina beat Netherlands to reach World Cup semis. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placement only. Thank you for watching. I am Maurire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million. Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.